Hey everyone, hope you're well, hope you're enjoying this Sunday evening now in the UK, nice and dark. We had a lovely, I would say fairly warm day for being January. So I hope everyone's doing well. This is a very quick video. Quite a few people have been contacting me about how to either protect themselves from this COVID infection, or they know themselves or their friends or family have got the infection. What can you do? So this is a short video. I'm just going to explain to you, there's some key parts that you can do straight away to help yourself. There are some parts that you do need to seek help and support, and I'm going to explain those to you as I go along. Please read the description that I've posted with this video. This is really important because we want to do everything with care. We want to look after our health with care, and we don't want to make things worse. So please read the description on here, and if you have any other health conditions going on and then you get COVID, you need additional support. So don't just assume that what I'm saying here you can do and expect the same results. You may be okay, but you may not. So please, please, please get additional support. For everyone else, there's some key things that you can do to protect yourself, and I call that prevention. Prevention is almost foolproof. Things can slip through, but there's things you can do to start to boost your immunity. First is always food. Make sure you are eating healthy. Make sure you're getting lots of plant-based foods in there, lots of green veggies, salads, leaves, because they actually keep things moving in the body. They're full of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, and amazing for overall well-being. So food comes first. When we're talking from a supplemental perspective, there's key things that I personally take, and I have my clients and the key people around me, my family, that I make sure that they take. I do believe in prevention, and touch wood, so far so good. They're all good. So vitamin C, you've heard so much about vitamin C, and it is really important to take it. There's reasons why vitamin C works with a COVID infection. There's a reason why it works in cold, when you've got a cold or a flu. It's not just its antioxidant properties, but it's also, well, it is actually its antioxidant properties, but there's things it does for you to help in the lungs, and how it lowers some of the inflammatory conditions that happen for people that go into severe lung issues. So vitamin C, this is one that I take. This particular one is by Allergy Research. It's a big brand in the UK and America. I take powder. Sometimes I take capsules, but if you have got an infection, powder is going to be the best one to use, so that you can actually increase the dose that you're having. I'm going to put the dosages in the comments so that you understand what you need to do, okay? For prevention purposes, I take between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day in water. And I actually have been taking vitamin C for years and years and years. And I think this was probably my first UPW, or first life mastery. So we're going back almost 20 years. And almost every day, of course, there's times when I don't take it, but there's so many other things that vitamin C does that I think it's an amazing thing to have in supporting, just rebuilding your collagen, protecting your immunity. It's acting as an antioxidant, really good for your white blood cells. So when we go back to immunity, so vitamin C is one. So the other one to take is zinc. Okay, I don't normally take zinc, but I have been taking zinc for prevention purposes since the pandemic started. And going back to prevention, I want to make sure I'm in good health, good, strong health. I do eat well, but, I'm around a lot of people, and you could eat the best food on this planet, but there are things, if you're under stress and pressure, prolonged stress and pressure, it is going to lower your immunity. So sometimes I do lead a life that is on the go, as do most of us. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. Sometimes I work late into the night, and I know that from an adrenal perspective that I need to work hard to not go into overdrive, which is of course another reason why vitamin C is good, really, really good for adrenal issues and working with energy. So I take zinc. So you want to take about 25 milligrams of zinc citrate, and for most people that is really good. Zinc supports the immune system. It supports the white blood cells. Zinc has many, many other attributes that help your well-being. If you think about things like helping you build red blood cells, lowering inflammation. It has many, many enzyme-like functions in the body. It's very good for hormonal balancing, especially if you've got those acne spots. Zinc is brilliant. So, like I said, I don't normally supplement with it. I am during the pandemic, and I will continue for a while until things kind of calm down in the environment. The other thing, the other supplement that I think is really important for most of us to take, and that is vitamin D. I take, I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't see it. I take this one. It's from a company called, you can't see it. I'll put it in comments. It's a spray. It's from a company called Better You. It's huge in the UK. This is £7 or £8. It's a spray. This spray gives me 3,000 IUs a day. A question that I get asked quite a bit in terms of, oh my God, is that a lot? Is that too much? It really depends. It depends. Number one, I recommend that people of my skin color or people with darker skin colors, definitely that are living in colder climates. It takes longer for us to absorb vitamin D. And most people of my culture or people of dark skin are seen to be deficient. It also appears that I think people of all skin colours are deficient of vitamin D because we're not spending a lot of time out at the moment. We're not spending enough time out in the sun. And where I am at the moment, there isn't a lot of sun that I'm going to be able to uptake vitamin D to the levels that my body needs it. So I've been doing about 3,000 IUs. I am on and off with vitamin D. It can be, an overload of vitamin D can be toxic. And there are certain people with certain conditions that shouldn't take vitamin D. I will put it in comments so you know if it's you, that you know that you shouldn't be taking it. 99% of the people will do fine on it. 1,000 IUs to 3,000 IUs is good. And a regular checkup to see that you are not going into overload, okay? I do go into overload, so this is why I stop and start. And vitamin D is actually stored in your body. It's a fat-soluble vitamin. It's actually not a vitamin. They're looking at classing it as a hormone because it has many, 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 many functions. apart from supporting bone health, you know now it supports immune health. It rebalances your TH functions in your immune system. So it helps regulate the TH systems. So we want to make sure that we get plenty of it. Obviously, if you can get out in the sun for 15 to 20 minutes a day, really good to top up your vitamin D, okay? So those are the core. So this is those three I take. Personally, I take, and I get my clients to take. Those are the core vitamins, minerals that you need. Certain people may need more of different other nutrients. You need to get help if you think you're one of those. The reason why I'm not saying that everyone should do everything, there's herbs. If you have got an infection, that certain herbs are really, really good at draining the lungs. So draining the excess mucus and just helping that respiratory tract so that you can get rebalanced back and start to breathe properly again. So there are certain herbs that you can get. They are personalized and personally blended for each individual. I do them in the UK. There are a few people that do them in America. And I believe there are places in New Zealand and Australia that do them there too. I haven't found a supplier in Europe, unfortunately yet, but I am looking. They are amazing. They're really cost effective. £20 in the UK will last you 8 to 10 weeks. You probably wouldn't need 8 to 10 weeks, but it's something it's good for you to keep. I've used this for people who have had, with the COVID infection, respiratory symptoms where they found it really difficult to get their breath back and breathe. So with the help, I mean, with any herbs, you need to make sure that you're getting it from someone who knows what they're doing, and make sure that the herbs don't contraindicate anything else that you're doing. So in terms of what you want to do, if you do have an infection, there are things that you can do from a nutritional perspective, like food perspective. So what you want to do, the people that are suffering from the respiratory tract congestion, because it is congestion as well as infection, you need to drain the congestion, okay? And that congestion is formed by excess mucus. So it's not all mucus, it's excess mucus. So you want to start to make sure that you do not eat foods that produce more mucus. So the kind of foods that you want to stay away from are things like all dairy, because they stimulate your body to produce more mucus, okay? Red meat, eggs, bread, pasta, cereal, bananas are really one of the big ones that actually produce mucus or stimulate your body to produce mucus. Potatoes, soy products, sweet desserts, coffee in excess, tea in excess, fizzy drinks, all produce, either they produce mucus or stimulate your body to produce mucus. So you want to cut them out. If you want to heal from this quickly, just cut them out. Most of the time, you're going to probably have lost your appetite. So hopefully you've cut them out anyway. But if you're in this habit of having your cup of coffee with milk, or your cup of tea or mug of tea with milk, you need to cut it out. And maybe just start to have some more herbal drinks that will help flush things out. The foods that help you actually flush mucus out are things like grapefruit, pineapples, watercress, celery, onions, garlic, raw honey, ginger, lemon, cayenne, pepper, chamomile, olive oil. So broths all help us decongest and remove the mucus from our body. So if that is you, you know what to do. I'm going to post this list into the comment box or the description box here. Other things that you can do to help drain excess mucus and just help, like if you've got a dry throat, is just salt water gargling. And salt water gargling really is taking the water in and then just tipping your head back for a moment and just gargle. And if you haven't gargled before, I'm going to do it for you now. Actually, I won't talk while I'm doing it, but just take a sip of water. And you do that for a few minutes. You do not swallow like I did. Mine was just plain water. But you just do that with salt water and spit it out, okay? It really does help if there is an overgrowth of any bacteria here at the back of the tongue and top of the throat. It helps just clean it out, okay? Other things, you know, we're all Tony Robbins senior leaders, trainers, things that you're probably doing already, things like hydrating with warm water and lemon. You want to drink, if you have got the infection, you want warm drinks, okay? So not hot, not cold, warm, because again, these are the things that kind of thin the mucus, okay? Warm water with lemon. So avoid cold water, cold drinks, and cold food, all right? Another thing that you can do is have some veggie soups and broths. If you're not hungry, soups and broths are great to just kind of get the nutrients in your body, okay? It just means that you've got them in a way that are easily digestible. I think sometimes it's nice to give the digestive system a break. It really does promote healing. So if you can have some veggie soups and broths, it's a good thing. And finally, one more thing. In Ayurveda, we make this turmeric tea. It's not put in a tea bag in hot water. This is a different way of making a healing turmeric tea. It's got black pepper, it's got a pinch of salt, it's got ginger in it, and we actually put ghee, and yes, that is dairy, but ghee is a different, ghee works differently to the rest of dairy, and how it just helps you uptake turmeric into your cells better. Ghee or fat is a carrier for things like turmeric. Okay, so I'm going to post a link to a video which you can watch and make that tea. It is absolutely delicious if you want to get some of your taste buds back. So I just wanted to recap in terms of understanding what you want to do, what you need to do. Make sure you get your vitamin C in, make sure you get your zinc in, make sure you get your vitamin D in, make sure your food is plant-based. I'm not saying that you need to go vegetarian or vegan, but just eat lots of plants, okay, because they will help with fiber. They will help with getting the nourishment, the nutrients into your body in quite quickly. I do have another video, another webinar that I'm going to be doing. I'll post this, not now, but there's a lot going on in terms of the events that are coming up. If you're not going to Life Mastery, please be there, because this is all about health and well-being. But I really want to talk about the microbiome and why we want to start to really repair that, okay? Repair that part of your body, because it is critically your well-being. It's your youthfulness, it's your well-being, it's your memory, it's your mindset. It's huge, and I'm really passionate about helping people repair that part. So watch out, I will post here at some point so that you can come and join me. So I'm going to leave you here. I will post a lot of the protocols that I've listed here or spoken about here. And if you have any questions, please put in the comment box here, and I will aim to support you here in the best way I can. Thank you for watching, if you have been watching, and if you watch this video later, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.